There we go. Welcome back to my channel. Just doing a little vlog here while I'm getting ready to go get some meat. It's when I like to do these vlogs. Feel comfortable while I'm driving. I'm going to talk about some of the updates and projects that's fixing to come up. Not going to give too much spoilers, but I do got a project that I'm fixing to start, other than the, of course, the Yamaha project, and that deals with my truck. Right now I'm still working on the exact budget. That's the thing I do on a lot of this on my projects, is I'm going to do as much as I can and how much of a low budget as I possibly can. So I'm at the stage now where I got some money that I can come up with. Now I just need to find the parts for what I'm going to do to it. Like I said, I don't want to give out too much spoilers, but something I've been looking forward to and wanting to do for a very long time. Just going through all my options of where I can get the parts I need, which actually deals with a donor truck. So I'll be able to get another truck to fix up the truck the way I will want it fixed up. And I just gotta stay in the, within that budget price as much as possible, and hopefully get some of it better. When it comes to parts, a lot of times you do obviously get what you pay for, but it doesn't mean you got to pay a lot of money for it at times. When you're looking for parts, the best thing to think about, first of all, is how quick do you need it. Can you get by with it for a certain amount of time? Because sometimes you can buy the parts that take longer to get to you for a lot less price than what it costs if you got it within 2 days to even a week. Now, of course, the project I'm doing, that's just with the truck. I just needed the money and then find the parts, the right price, and most of them is going to be out of state from where I live, apparently. I have found some that was close inside when I didn't have the money, but that's the way it goes. And as far as other projects now, even on my motorcycle, I am starting to, of course it's winter time, so we have seasonal type of business where I work at, so it's slow during the winter times. Well, it's starting to get towards the end of winter, so we'll be going in the spring. Spring's where business is fixing to pick up. I'm already going to be working more overtime, which is good, because there for a while, like when I started with the Yamaha project, I was working 2 jobs because I was only getting 32 hours in my full-time job. So I was doing a part-time job on the side. Although it was supposed to be like full-time hours, but I told them wasn't sure if I could do that many hours or not. We'll work around it. Well, now I'm back to working regular hours, so I dropped the other job. And we're just in time too, because we're now going to be doing overtime, which means I got more money to be able to go into my project for the motorcycle, get it up running by this spring, hopefully before April. That is my goal, is to have that up and running before April the 1st. And no, that is not a joke on the April Fool's joke. There is a big reason why. That is my birthday. So April Fools, I love that day. Truck project now, I originally bought this, well, I bought it off my daddy. They had it for a long time. Never drove it much because the transmission leaked around the shifter cable. And when I bought it, I finally got the shifter cable fixed. Drove it for, I think, about 8 months. And then right as it was getting wintertime, a hose blew and it overheated for just a little bit. Then the motor would already turn over after that. So I was like, well, it's the time to maybe tear it down and see what needs to be done. I didn't realize the whole time, apparently before he even bought it, nobody changed the oil. I didn't have it that long and never thought about changing the oil, and I should have. So it was gunked up, burned one of the pistons up when it overheated. I was like, well, that's alright. It's supposed to have a 350 in it, so I was buying parts for a 350. Looking forward to rebuilding this 350. Well, tore it down and realized that ain't no 350. That's a 305. No big deal. I found a good deal on 305. I just needed, it was already tore down, so I just had to finish building it back up. My main problem was I didn't have an engine stand. Didn't have the budget for an engine stand at the time, but I had the parts to go ahead and put it together. So like, I got a great idea. I'll put it together on the motor hose as much as I can, and then a little bit, if I can't change, maybe I can finish putting it together inside the truck, which would have worked. I have, I think, like 2 pistons, maybe 3 pistons left. And as soon as I turned it so I could be able to push the other pistons in, it locked up. I'm assuming more than likely it's piston rings. I didn't check every one of them. Every one of them was coming into specs, which I was actually pretty amazed by. There was one in the pistons when I was taking out, it was a little bit tight, and I'm assuming that's that same spot that probably got it lodged up, even though I did clean it up, honed it and everything. I don't think I got it 100%. And then wintertime come in, the weather has been killing me on that project. So that's the problem with being, 1, on a low budget, and 2, having to work when you ain't got no shop. All mine's outdoors. Not the best conditions for what I'm doing. So I had to cover it up, and it was getting into winter time, and other stuff started coming up, so I had to put that on hold. Well, now almost a year and a half later, like, I want to get this truck up and going again. I need to pull that motor out, and I'm like, well, if I pull it out, it's an old beat up truck. I'm going to do this the way I want to do it, and it's something I've been wanting to do for way before I got this truck. I can do it with what I have. I just don't have the right size welder for what I need to do. And that should give you a little bit of a clue of what I have in mind, because it does involve welding. But yeah, I got a welder, but it's nowhere big enough to weld what I need to do. Plus, I really would like to do is a custom bumper once I get everything set, but that's for a future date. This is just to get the truck back up on the road again and the way I want it, for the best price that I can possibly get. One thing about doing things with a budget, and also like on the donor card, because obviously I'm gonna have to get this at the cheapest price, and obviously when it's low price, there's problems. That's to be expected when you buy a used car. You can't buy something and expect nothing to be wrong with it. And like this car, I got a great deal on this car. Love it. That's another project that's coming up, because there's a few issues that it had that they told me about. A few that obviously they didn't, which I already expected that. No big problems. When I got the car, he changed the heater coil in it, but he didn't hook the heater hoses up to. And I couldn't figure out why. It has a compression type hose fitting on it. So when I put it on, I think, which boy, pressing those things on were a pain in the neck. And about, I think, 2 or 3 days driving, it popped off. So I had to redo that, redo the coolant. And this has got to have a specific type because this is a Volkswagen, so it's got to have a specific type of coolant. So got that fixed. The heater, well, before it blew, the heater was doing great. Then it popped off. I redone it. After that, it never really got that hot anymore. You drive around, you get enough where you'd stay warm enough where you're okay, but you'd still be cold. And I kept seeing little, what I thought was bug wings coming out of the vent, which I found out that later on that was on the actuator door. It has styrofoam on it, so that was what was coming off of it. And I was doing a video repairing that, which I did right at the beginning before winter. I done a quick patch with some duct tape. I know that it wasn't going to last. It wasn't going to hold up long. I think it lasted for about 2.5 weeks, which is longer than what I actually expected. Then it started blowing out cold air. It was enough where it kept my windows defrosted, and that was the main thing. I had gloves and a way of keeping warm enough where I was alright. Then finally I got some other material to use, and I was doing a video on that, and my camera was acting up, and that's when I was also starting to get sick, so I never finished that. But the heater works real good. I do got to put a new connector on the bottom of the actuator door where the cable hooks up to. That part has broke, so I had to close the door manually on the inside, and I cannot adjust that. And right now it's towards the end of winter, so daytime you don't need that much heat, and yeah, it gets pretty hot in here. But I got that part fixed. That other part I need to do. I still got to put do some work on the front end, which I'm going to do videos on that. So that's some other videos you can look forward to. Well, I'm going to go get me something to eat. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment for any suggestions of what you'd like me to do or what I can try. As far as being budget wise, what you might be looking out for as far as saving money, and how I go about buying some of the parts that I need. So until then, I'll see y'all in the next video.